Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price this Tuesday as we are holding the $44,800 support level where we have the 200-day moving average currently above the weekly open, which is at 44,000 US dollars, and the monthly open at 41,400 US dollars. The question everyone is asking is whether or not Bitcoin is just seeing a relief rally to potentially see further downside towards the end of this year, or are we going to truly see this rescue operation take Bitcoin to the $49,700 level to then come back down, test 44,800, which was a previous resistance that could potentially now turn into support, and that would also keep us above the 20-week moving average, which we know is the confirmation that we're in a bull trend. Are we going to see this weekly candle push up to 49,700, hold 44,800 to then see continued upside, potentially new all-time highs towards Q4 of 2021? I want to talk about what's happening in the micro time frames now that we are testing the $44,800 support level, and we are in the exact range that we've been waiting to get to for those that have been tuned into the Cypress channel, which is the $49,700 to $44,800 range. A lot of the micro time frames are giving us hints, not just with Bitcoin here on the 240-minute chart, but also when we look at what's happening to the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. Notice how we are maintaining ourselves above 65,000 Satoshis, confirming that because Ethereum is the largest altcoin, it's a leading indicator for others' dominance. Now we're squeezing above this 200-day moving average, finally trying to move out of this consolidation, showing strength with others' dominance at 12.5% dominance right now. And that's causing Bitcoin dominance to continue to stay below this 20-week moving average, rejecting it. Are we going to see potential downside for Bitcoin dominance and continued strength in the altcoin markets? For those that have been watching some of the altcoins that we've been sending out on our Discord, like Axie Infinity, AXS, new all-time highs just today. And so a lot of these altcoins are moving, and that all started with Ethereum showing strength against Bitcoin. We're going to address the revolving parts of this market as we always do on the Cypress channel. And then we have to talk about what's happening to traditional markets because the DXY is starting to push up. This is a puzzle piece because guess what? This is already causing US oil and gold to push to the downside. And so the question now is, since gold has already reacted to this, since US oil has reacted to this, other commodities like platinum have also reacted to this, is the S&P 500 next to potentially see a test of this 50-day moving average? And this downside could potentially translate into the crypto market. We have to address all sides of the equation here on the Snipers channel, especially after this major retracement to the downside. Are we just seeing an ABC correction for another C wave as we talked about 3 videos ago? We're going to discuss all of that today. You guys are watching the Snipers channel on a Tuesday. Remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps our channel, guys. We want to hit 100,000 subscribers. And first, I want to talk about what's happening to Bitcoin. So because we are inside of this range now that we've been waiting to get in at 49,700 and 44,800, we can start looking at the smaller time frames to determine whether or not this is just a relief rally or a reversal in trend. Now, this monthly open at 42,000 US dollars, just below it, is going to be my final line in the sand if we want to assume further upside for Bitcoin and to assume this truly is a successful rescue operation. I think that that's a very fair place to put the line in the sand. It is below the 200-day moving average, so that would assume that we break the 200-day moving average again. It would also assume that we break this weekly open here around this $44,000 level. And so if we see a garden variety retest of this monthly open, I'm totally fine with that. But this is not the best case scenario. So if we come below this 200-day moving average, guess what? It would also put us slightly below the 20-week moving average. So we really have to monitor this $41,950 level. I know a lot of analysts are saying 40,000, some are saying 38,000. For us, it's the $41,950 level. We get to this level, we're also below this 20-week moving average. So I think it's highly likely that a potential test of this level is on the table, but it's not the best case scenario. If we want to assume this is a true reversal in trend, here would be the best case scenario. We move towards 49,700. And since we've laddered our way through this zone, we haven't seen Bitcoin really take the elevator to the upside here. We've just laddered our way. There's still a potential. A wick to 49,700 is on the table. We get to 49,700. The healthiest way for this recovery to occur is for us to then come down, test 44,800, stay above the weekly and monthly open, of course, staying above the $41,950 level that we're talking about, and then to see continued upside would be the best case scenario. Now, understand that the potential likelihood of us just breaking through 49,700, in my opinion, is quite low in the next 24 to 48 hours, but the likelihood of us testing it is high. And so we want to keep this on the table. Now, we go into the 4-hour chart because remember, everything morphs from the smaller time frames into the larger time frames, and we want to keep these major support levels on the chart here. So the best case scenario, we move to 49,700 once again. This becomes a bullish flag. Since we're maintaining 44,800, we see this break out to 49,700, best case scenario, and then we can retest 44,800. That's what I would like to see for the bulls. Now, I have to address both audiences on this channel, of course, as always. The bears as well. If we come down in any point of time, even if we come to 49,700 and then test 44,800 and break this to test 41,950, or if we see the $44,800 level break now to the $41,950 level, this is my final line in the sand. If we get below 41,950, I already talked about the importance of this level. In my opinion, the likelihood of Bitcoin continuing to see sideways price action, but potentially even further lows towards Q4 of this year, I think becomes highly probable below 41,950. That's why our levels are extremely important on our channel. So with that being said, we know Bitcoin is moving sideways. We know that tends to cause altcoins to move to the upside, and because of that, Ethereum, the leading altcoin, showing strength right now, heading towards our target of 3454. This would be very, very likely if Bitcoin stays above 44,800. We move below 44,800 is when I'd have concerns for Ethereum, but there's so much gas in the tank here with this Ethereum to Bitcoin chart above 65,000 Satoshis that regardless of what Bitcoin does, if we're above 44,800, that's the best case scenario for Ethereum to get to 3,500, potentially even new all-time highs, which we're seeing with some altcoins right now. So if we break 65,000 Satoshis, then we can potentially get a little bit more concerned about altcoins. But because of what's happening here, others' dominance is now starting to squeeze to the upside, with Bitcoin dominance squeezing to the downside. No surprise. And more importantly, this total cryptocurrency market cap chart has its weekly candle fully and above this 20-week moving average. So that's a great thing. But we have to monitor those three scenarios for Bitcoin, because if we see that $41,950 level break for Bitcoin, that could bring the total cryptocurrency market cap below the 20-week moving average, because Bitcoin's 20-week moving average is sitting right in this zone here, pretty much at that $43,000 to $44,000 level. So 41,950 is the key support there to assume further strength for the total market cap as well. But because we're seeing this move above the 20-week moving average, we can already assume that altcoins could potentially take up more of this market cap regardless of what Bitcoin does, and we could potentially see continued all-time highs for altcoins while Bitcoin stays below its all-time high of 64,000 US dollars, and that's only because of the weakness in Bitcoin dominance. Until that changes, we can alter that opinion. Now, I do want to talk about what's happening to the DXY, because for the bears, this is your puzzle piece. We are moving up. So when the DXY moves up, there's an inverse correlation with other markets, and we're already seeing the effects of this on US oil and gold. The question is, are we going to see this affect the S&P 500? And if so, is that the confirmation we're going to see downside for Bitcoin? I'll leave you all that puzzle piece to take home. And with that, thank you, snipers, for tuning into this channel today. I want to give away Principles by Ray Dalio, one of my favorite books on value investing, to one of you watching. All comments are eligible to win our giveaway. I'll pick a winner from our video yesterday, as I always do, and we'll wrap up today's video. Ron says, hey, Naeem, thanks as always. When I saw the drop on gold, it made me think straight away of your inverse gold to Bitcoin chart analysis, and I felt safe again to climb in. I love it. That's amazing that you're using our analysis to better your positions and to give you perspective. That's all I could ask for. I mean, you know, it's truly an honor to be able to provide you guys with you know, a daily update on some of these markets that I've been participating in for over a decade, and so it's very fun for me, and I couldn't do this without you guys. With this, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm gonna wrap up this video. Until next time, snipers